Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, divine starseeds of Terra Nova Gaia, ground crew of the 144. Happy new super moon in Scorpio and Diwali, the festival of lights, where we celebrate the victory of the light over darkness. Today is also the lunar Samhain, where we are at the end of an old cycle and a new beginning commences. With this powerful, new, dark supermoon in Scorpio, the Owl Nation is connecting with all starseeds to guide us through the darkness into the dawning of the new golden age of eternal life. The holy water of the divine feminine priestess of the moon is flowing freely, clearing and releasing all that remains of the false 3D manifestation of the old structures of Babylon. In this exodus we are being freed and redeemed in the light of the Holy Spirit to activate and transform our minds and imagination into divine sovereign wayshowers of the new earth. Today is the 13th and last day of the Red Skywalker wave spell on the Mayan calendar, and Keen 65, the Red Cosmic Serpent. We are in the full activation of the Kundalini energy as she ascends up our spine, meeting the golden halo and the crown for full 5D cosmic consciousness awakening. With all the upgrades and timeline merging, we are being prepared for the final quantum leap of consciousness from Homo sapien into Homo luminous, beings of indestructible rainbow plasma diamond light. In our oneness with the cosmos, we emerge into the full illumination of our pure awareness to light up the world with our passion of the Christos, to join together in sacred harmony, to transmit our violet, gold, and rainbow rays of clear light to Pachamama and all her children of the sun. Aho! And now for the sacred mantra for this beautiful Diwali of Lakshmi and Ganesh. Gam Ganapataya Namah. Hring, kring, hring. Shring, hring, kling, shring, Sidya Lakshmya Namah. Hrim, shrim, kling, Mahalakshmi Namah. May divine goddess Lakshmi and Ganesha rain down upon you infinite prosperity and abundance forevermore. And on this powerful new supermoon in Scorpio, we had intense energies and powerful activations all over Pachamama. We had 113 M1.5 or greater earthquakes in the last 24 hours. The most powerful on the Ring of Fire again today. Bluff, Southland, New Zealand with a 5.5 activation, 5th dimensional energy coming in. In the crown of Lemuria, we had 2 activations, Alaska Peninsula 3.5 and Unalaska, Alaska 5.2, Banda C 4.5, Council of 9 coming in Eatonville, Washington State 3.0, Vanuatu 4.9. We also had a powerful 4.9 activation in the sacred portal of Pakistan. This is right on the border of India in the south, by the coast of the Arabian Sea. 9-9 portal, 9th dimensional energy flowing in. 2 more crown activations on Alaska Peninsula, 3-1, 3-9, 3-5, a Trinity. South of Kermadec Islands, 4.4, Divine 44 coming in. Indonesia, 4-5, another 9 activation. Northern Mariana Island, 4-4, 8-8 portal, Lionsgate. 534 kilometers depth, very deep, and then a 5.3, 564 kilometers depth. Papua New Guinea, 5.2, and then the most powerful 5.5, New Zealand, 1636 UTC. Prairie, Oklahoma, in the heart of the United States, 3.1. South of Fiji Islands, also very deep, with a 4.5, 438 kilometers depth. Puerto Rico 3333 mastery. The sacred portal of Nepal 5.0 Himalayan mountains. South America Andes Mountains, Tropic of Capricorn. San Antonio de los Cobres, Argentina 4.2, also deep with 232 kilometers depth, 222 portal. Puerto Rico 3.0, 17 kilometers depth. Colombia, South America in the north. Amazonia, we had a 4.5, another 9 activation. Puerto Rico 2 more, 3032. Toba, Japan 4.9, 13 divine goddess energy. Flowing in very deep, 343 kilometers depth, 343. Then a powerful activation in the Philippines, also Ring of Fire, 4.7, 505 UTC, another 5.5 activation. A 5th dimensional flowing in. The whole grid again today, totally activated, totally lit up. We are firing the grid in this great ascension process. Now we continue with the Sabian symbols. Right now the moon is at 17 degrees, 30 minutes Scorpio, 17 into 37 into the 73, rising up, bringing heaven to earth. Sun at 13 degrees, 0 minutes Scorpio. The current Sabian symbol for the sun at 14 degrees Scorpio. Telephone lineman, at work installing new connections, and the current Sabian symbol for the moon at 18 degrees Scorpio. A path through woods rich in autumn coloring, from astrologyweekly.com. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, Diwali Festival of Lights. The Festival of Lights, or Diwali, is a significant festival that marks the victory of light over darkness, victory over evil, and joy over misery. People across India participate in the exhilarating festive vibe by decorating their homes with diyas, earthen lamps, fluorescent lights and lamps. Colorful rangoli are made to embellish the threshold of homes and workspaces. This year the 5-day celebrations begin with Dhanteras on the November 2nd and end on November 6th. Diwali itself falls on November 4th. At the end of Diwali, a ceremony is held with a large bonfire where the Dark King is burned and symbolizing the dissolution of evil from darkness to light. Alleluia! Happy Diwali 2021. Celebrating light, victory and strength in the world, victory over evil, light over darkness, and joy over misery. Allow the bright lights of Diwali guide you throughout the year. Diwali is a time to come together and turn your foes into friends. May the light of diyas drive away the darkness around you. May this Diwali open doors to new opportunities in your life. This Deepawali celebrate victory of good over evil. May you stand courageous in every path of life. Wish you a sparkling Diwali. May the festival of lights illuminate your lives with good health and peace. Let happiness be your source of light. May Goddess Lakshmi bless you and your family with health and wealth. Fill your life with joy and sparkle. Happy Diwali 2021. And from Isis Channelings, Happy Diwali, Lunar Samhain. Today, November 4th, is celebrated as Diwali in India and is also the Lunar Samhain. Either ways, it's a time of endings and beginnings. By Vedic astrology, the dark moon is in Libra, and Goddess Lakshmi and Lord Ganesh are worshipped today to bestow upon us abundance and prosperity as a new financial year begins. However, in some parts of India, Goddess Kali is worshipped on this day. Kali, or Shakti, goddess of endings and beginnings, goddess of destruction. She who destroys evil so that good may prevail. Kali is the Kundalini, serpent or life force energy that is awakened once we enter the realm of the underworld, womb of Gaia, Samhain. Here in the cave of the underworld reigns Salket, scorpion goddess, protector of Isis and Horus. Surrender is the gate pass required to enter the lair of Salket. Persephone, Ereshkigal, For only when we surrender our ego identity are we in the receptive space to meet our shadows, our greatest fears, our abandoned, exiled, forgotten, shamed, guilted, hurt parts. These hidden shadow masked aspects demand acknowledgement. This is potent medicine. This is Scorpio medicine. The very poison is the elixir. It's alchemy at its most transformational. It is intentional death that the dark goddess Salket, Ereshkigal, Persephone are guiding us into during this Diwali Samhain gateway of death and rebirth, as we let go of certain aspects, remove certain masks, and thus embrace, rebirth, embody a new, liberated, sovereign, and complete us. A new life force is born, a new Shakti, the Kundalini serpent, goddess Kali. She, serpent Kundalini, goddess Kali, Shakti, is the bridge to transcend our lower, animalistic ego aspects of the underworld, realm of the Scorpio, into our highest aspect of authentic empowerment and sovereignty and liberation, the Phoenix. The Phoenix, this is the realm of the cosmic womb, galactic center, the golden gate of God where Venus, Inanna, Isis crossed on the 2nd of November, thereby opening the possibility of rebirth or ascension, and it is none other than her twin, Nephthys, who is guiding us through this cosmic womb of rebirth, healing or ascension. Master Prophet, Shaman, may the sting, medicine of the scorpion, Salket, be gentle. May your transformation via the Kundalini serpent awakening, Kali, be graceful. And may you embody your highest potential and destiny, and blaze a trail like the Phoenix, Nephthys. Happy Diwali, and light and grace and joy. Be the change you want to see. Sake Na, from IsisChannelings.wordpress.com, and from Divine Sistar of the Light, Celia Fenn. New Moon in Scorpio and approaching 11:11. Today is the new moon in Scorpio. The energy is very deep. I feel like all I want to do today is sleep and sleep, which is an indication that much is going on at deep levels of soul and spirit. We are in a renewal and rebirthing process, as Scorpio is the time of the Phoenix, diving deep and renewing and rebirthing. Some of you may feel very tired and just want to rest because your body needs to slow down in order to accommodate the high frequency changes in the light body and DNA. It is only a week to the 11:11 portal, and so of course the incoming light codes are powerful too as we prepare for this transit. We also are about to enter eclipse season with an upcoming partial lunar eclipse in Taurus on the 19th of November. This will also bring powerful shifts and changes, so hold on everyone, the ride is about to get exciting. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Laura Pleiadian, New Moon, November 4th, 2021, Sudden Transformation. This powerful new moon in Scorpio is on Thursday, November 4th at 6:14 p.m. ADT. Be prepared for sudden change, which may be experienced as great breakthroughs or breakdowns. Where you are at in your evolutionary transformation of consciousness will be revealed. The sun conjunct the moon, that is new moon, is the beginning of a new cycle, which usually lasts 28 days. The moment of this new beginning frequency impact plays out 2 weeks until the November 19th, 2021 full moon and lunar eclipse. The November 19th full moon and lunar eclipse is the final new moon of the eclipse phase, which began with the May 21st lunar eclipse and June 10th solar eclipse. The intensity of this cycle leading and building in intensity until the November 19th lunar eclipse is not to be underestimated. The level of rebellion may lead an all-time high as tensions build and change is demanded within and without as these frequencies play out on the stage of a so-called reality that is the result always of within. What you go through during this cycle will be impacted through your own personal frequency, blueprint, and interaction with all that you are everywhere. This most often plays out through the subconscious mind. These hidden forces are your own frequency, interacting in all moments, often unaware, creating your own personal world and reality. This new moon is opposite Uranus and brings with the new moon added bursts of intense frequency, begging for greater change within. Resistance to this change consciously or unconsciously brings about resistance to what is. Yet what is the result of what is flowing through you. It is you and your response to what is created through you. Sudden breakups, impulsive actions, drastic changes may be on the table. Using this profound, intense energy as harmonious flow through you, through your heart, may be the impetus for readied preparedness for all that will be. There are many scenarios that will transform what is to be revealed and transformed here on earth. Your position to be your divine being is to fully trust what is, to enter your heart, to be in harmony, to be love. Let me be clear, no one can love someone else fully if they do not love themselves. This is a given, and any reality created that is built on falseness will crumble and be revealed. Mercury sextile Venus brings some gentleness into the mix. This will be an added bonus for those in their heart, a softening and reconciling within with all that you are everywhere. So as we enter this intensity and divine power and perfect trust, know that only through harmony within, that is, without having attachments to anything, we enter the fulfillment within, of being that which we desire to be the ascended self, the divine God self. In this in perfect harmony and love and eternity, we bless you now, with the Queen of Light, Pleiadian delegate, and the divine council of overseers, in love, from the newdivinehumanity.com. And from the Order of the Star, Scorpio New Moon, November 2021. Scorpio is one of the few signs that is represented by three archetypes, the scorpion, the eagle, and the phoenix. Each of these animals represents a different stage in the evolution of consciousness that we move through when working with the energy of Scorpio. I've often wondered what sort of shift is needed for a small scorpion that has only known life on the ground to transform into the majestic eagle. What needs to happen to the scorpion to get to this stage? There is no doubt that to undergo such a drastic transformation, drastic life situations are at the core. The scorpion has to completely lose its way of life in order to allow the metamorphosis to occur. Under the Scorpio new moon of November 4th through 5th, 2021, take a moment to think about those scorpion to eagle transformations that you have undergone in your own life. Chances are we have all experienced at least one completely life-changing event that has seen us leave the comforts of our small little world and shift to the vantage point of an eagle. It is these metamorphosis points in our lives that help us to grow into the person we were meant to be. It is these transformation moments that shape the course of our lives. The Scorpio new moon represents transformation and can even be a catalyst if you are in any in-between phases in your life. You may just find that shortly following this new moon, the metamorphosis journey you are on kicks into a new gear, revealing the next step of your progress. If you are in a stuck and stagnant place, you can call on the energies of this new moon to help create a shift in your life. This new moon is geared to inspire change, so think about what needs to transform in your world and then go about setting your intentions. Work with the energies of this new moon by knowing that it can help instigate shift and change, if that is what you are looking for. Scorpio is ruled by water, and typically the moon is very at home in water signs. However, Scorpio energy can create a moodiness, and we may find our energy levels and emotions difficult to stabilize. New moons are about retreating within, and Scorpio energy is also very reflective. We may find ourselves delving into the dark corners of our hearts and minds. We may find ourselves unpacking some of the denser emotions that we have been holding on to. There also feels to be a theme around this November 2021 Scorpio new moon when it comes to releasing shame. Shame makes us feel that we are bad, that there is something wrong with us. Shame allows us to take our mistakes and our missteps in the world as signs that there is something inherently wrong with who we are. While the energies of the Scorpio new moon can suck us into darker thinking, it can also inspire a breakthrough too. This breakthrough is the crack of light that allows us to question, practice kindness, and to sit with all that is uncomfortable. Remember, we don't need everything perfect to live a beautiful life. We don't need to be completely healed or resonating at the highest vibration every minute of the day. We just need to allow. We just need to allow ourselves to be true to who we are and be kind to ourselves in the process. The practice of compassion, the practice of loving ourselves through our hard times and our good times is all we need to offer. We don't need to fix everything. We can feel broken, but the higher truth is that we are always whole. Even though new moons are typically a time of drawing things into our lives, we can still work with the energy to help release and let go of any shame we are feeling. This release can come through understanding, simply being with anything that comes up, and through the practice of self-compassion. If you feel inclined, use the moody energies of the Scorpio new moon to delve into those shadowy corners. Who knows what beautiful insights will come into the light. Overall, the energy of the Scorpio new moon can be used as a catalyst to help us walk the bridge between any transformations we are currently moving through. If we are feeling stuck and stagnant or in an in-between phase in our lives, this November new moon offers some forward motion. Set your intentions and see what transpires in the weeks that follow. This new moon may also stir our deeper emotions and bring up hidden shames that we may be holding on to. Love yourself through whatever comes up and try to see the separation between your perceived failures and the essence of who you truly are. And if you are stuck trying to figure out the essence of who you truly are, I will give you a clue. You are far more magnificent, radiant, and lovely than you could ever believe. From ForeverConscious.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Dr. Shavi M. Ali. Preparing for the empowering new moon of November. On Thursday, November 4th, 2021, or Friday, November 5th, according to varying time zones, the new moon will arrive in the tropical sign of Scorpio, transformation and transcendence, and the sidereal sign of Libra, balance. A new moon is an opportunity to begin anew in any aspect of life, career, relationships, personal or work-related projects, health regimens, courses of study, etc. It can also be a time when any disharmonious heightened emotions from the previous full moon can be released, or when potentially loving and supportive emotional responses can now be solidified and move forward on as necessary. A new moon can offer a sigh of relief after a possible tumultuous full moon portal, which seems to have been the case with so many people planet-wide with the just recent October full moon. As is the case with a full moon, the portal of a new moon tends to be 3 days before the day of its arrival and for 3 days afterwards. However, as has been the case in recent months with so many chaotic 3D occurrences in the human collective, these lunar portals have opened earlier and closed later than expected. We must remember that human collective consciousness levels are very potent in their ability to create material vibrational atomic frequencies which move into the ethereal realms where spiritual atomic frequencies then create earthly experiences. In other words, to quote a very old teaching, thoughts are things. Also, however, to add to this teaching, thoughts and emotions are things. Our vibrational electrical-oriented thoughts create magnetic feelings about something, and then both the thoughts and the feelings eventuate into a physical experience, either good or its opposite. At all times, therefore, we must be aware of the images which we allow to formulate in our minds and the emotive responses which accrue accordingly. In the current now timeline of planetary happenings, it is sometimes difficult to totally avoid uncomfortable situations because there are all sorts of people, ideas, and behaviors being played out. As Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz stated with wide-eyed wonder, and which I have quoted previously, lions and tigers and bears, oh my. However, Dorothy eventually made it safely home. Those who are sincerely endeavoring to assist the residents of Earth, Gaia, to elevate along with her, will also make the journey safely to higher states of awareness and to crystallization frequencies. Many persons are discussing how October of 2021 has been a roller coaster ride up and down emotions and experiences, especially since the forward movement of certain planetary retrogrades, which themselves offered self-reflection and decisions about the future. Specific questions that we might ask ourselves prior to the coming new moon are the following. 1. What needs transforming or transcending in my life? 2. What needs to be balanced in my life? Once these questions are sufficiently answered, we are ready to either write a letter to Source or to symbolically write it via concentrative mental focus. If the letter is literally written, do so on a lovely piece of paper, perhaps adding colorful artwork to it, and express what you need and desire as various wellness paradigms emotionally, mentally, physically, or even spiritually. Perhaps your sacred spiritual path needs refinement through the learning of more of its ancient principles. Symbolically mail the letter in the pages of your favorite holy book. Later you may wish to read what you wrote for comfort, or in the soil beneath a large tree. If you choose to send your letter via mental focus, begin by sitting in a relaxed manner, taking several deep yogic breaths, and then speak to Source silently while envisioning a bright light at your third eye. Then take the light into your heart. Continue to breathe slowly and deeply. Release the light by taking a very deep breath and blowing it out through your open mouth. It has now been sent into the ethereal realm and symbolically mailed. If you like, you can begin the mental focusing ritual by pronouncing the pranava, divine sound, or Om 3 times aloud. End the ritual by again pronouncing Om 3 times. Either literal writing or envisioning can be done while you sit near a flickering candle, representative of divine light, and fragrant incense, representative of divine breath. This will add a calm, sacred ambiance to the environment. Be determined to remain steadfastly anchored to source frequency, even when circumstances may seem challenging. Conditions on Earth Gaia may seem at times to be a strange odds, with periodic visits to a lovely emerald city. In the novel The Tin Man, the lion and the scarecrow were actually Dorothy's angels. We have angels too. They are all of the loving aspects and unalterable goodness of Source. Each manifests in a different manner when necessary. The more that we are centered in and anchored to the light, the more that we will easily recognize the angels. In fact, that is the ultimate way in which to ask for this assistance, to have a daily tune-in to Source via prayer and meditation. As the Bhagavad Gita says, they rise upwards who are settled in harmony, the 14th discourse, and as Luke 11:34 states, the light of the body is the eye. Therefore when thine eye is single, thy whole body is full of light. Holy Bible. Let us engage more light as the seasons evolve in the northern and southern hemispheres. It is flowing into our planet more and more each day, and soaring throughout our cellular records and DNA, which results in it flowing throughout our entire chakra system. However, if people are not careful, it can be halted in its movement when they are out of synchronization with Source. So do not halt the light. Try your best to be loving and kind even when others choose to be egotistical, arrogant, unkind, and mean-tempered. They may have very challenging personal problems with which we are unaware. Wish them peace and light. Remember, as is often quoted, those who preserve the Dharma are protected by the Dharma. Shri Bhagavan Krishna. And as Yeshua HaMessiah, Christ, taught, shake the dust off your feet and let your peace return to you. From DisclosureNews.it. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Karen Lithica, Wizardry of Light. As your activation continues, as your ancient soul expands, know your wisdom and knowledge is collectively housed in your crystalline DNA, containing complex histories and stories of won battles. Know your wisdom is infinite. To look deeply within to reach your wizardry of light, to find and connect to the ancient aspect of you, to know your timeline as a window of expansive light, to connect to this light, for it resides in the stillness of your reality. For you are activating now, awakening to the universe, aligning your light for the good of humanity. Continue each step, each breath to reach us. Know we are aligned and by your side, sending waves of unconditional love. The Arcturians and Karen, from KarenLithica.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Carolyn 144 God Code. Blessed Scorpio New Moon family, transformation continues today during this powerful week of energies. Alignment into your true self is happening. Any remaining unworthiness and codependency continues to be eradicated from the system. Rest, self-love, and relaxing is needed to detox. Keep on letting it all go and release it from the body. You're becoming a powerful, passionate, experienced leader as you move down this path back home to the Most High. Part of this alignment could be to fine-tune your inner knowing and trusting in the word from Spirit. You may particularly feel this in the upper chakras, throat, head, and nasal passages today. This new moon is flipping reality, causing the past to be seen from a different view and understanding. Liberation from karmic debts with sneaky, shady past partners is happening to align you with meeting your perfect match. Mental clarity on this is supporting understanding the lessons so they don't repeat. Since March 2021, you've been breaking free from these illusions to have a life of security, stability, and your original divine union. Success is here. Today ends cycles of sabotaging and rebuilding. A lot of blessed change is bringing new opportunities not only for you, but for the sisterhood of the rose and the holy grail unions. Outdated thinking and ruminating over the past people, is clearing daily. Progress forward, quick ascension growth, and self-respect are building over the next 2 weeks to the Taurus full moon eclipse. In Jesus Christus' name, Amen. From Carolyn Kundalini Twin Flames. And from Here in the Moon Astrology, Thursday, November 4th, 2021. A heads up, Cannibal CME plus Super New Moon. Not only are we deep in the turbulent seismic field of today's Super New Moon in Scorpio, right in the crosshairs of an unpredictable Uranus and relentless Saturn, but a huge CME impact is sparking a strong G3 geomagnetic storm. A cannibal CME hit Earth's magnetic field on November 3rd at approximately 2000 UTC. 2 or more CMEs pressed together. A strong G3 class geomagnetic storm is underway now. The CME heading for Earth is a cannibal because it ate 2 of its own kind, sweeping up slower CMEs in front of it in a mishmash of tangled magnetic fields and compressed plasmas. Expect the geophysical manifestations of the supermoon, tidal surges, Earth shifts, etc. to be mirrored by psychological, emotional extremes, although these sometimes make headlines in their own right, as when someone becomes unhinged and commits atrocities of one kind or another. Usually we experience the personal side of supermoons on a much more private level. We feel it in ourselves, some of us more than others, and we see it in the people around us. There's an intensification of emotional volatility, for better or worse. But at this supermoon, there's nowhere left to run. The only option is to stop and face the raw truth of what you feel and the raw truth of what's going on all around. Scorpio, ruled by both Pluto and Mars, is the great denumbing agent of the zodiac. Whatever you feel, way down deep, it's yours and needs to be owned and acknowledged. When you meet yourself at the core and realize who you are underneath the world's madness, you see that your sensitivities are not pathology, but path. The outworkings of the super new moon will manifest in 2 weeks on November 19th at the full moon lunar eclipse across the fixed signs of Taurus and Scorpio. From Here in the Moon Astrology.co.uk. And from Divine Sistar of the Light Astro Mama. New moon in Scorpio, rebirth of a lifetime, hidden realms exposed, turning your trauma into transformative power. On November 4th, we have the deep and penetrating new moon at 12 degrees of Scorpio. Often in the days leading up to the new moon, we can feel quite drained and raw. With no moonlight to guide our sensitive souls, there is a feeling of being lost, or just an emptiness present within our being. The new moon heralds a time of fresh perspectives, new ideas, and the slate being wiped clean. She brings renewal, hope, and a fresh dawn of faith. Scorpio, the 8th zodiac sign, deals with death, rebirth, intensity, shared resources, power, and mystery. The new moon in Scorpio is here to invite you to dive deep within the hidden and often scary aspects of your psyche. No other sign can plunge to the depths of the unknown quite like a transformational, seeking Scorpio. This new moon will ask that you bare your soul and be willing to embrace and hold space for your shadow self. The shadow self is where all of your vulnerabilities and most intimate aspects of your soul lie. There is no running or hiding at this time. Secrets and mysteries will be revealed with this powerful new moon. Anyone who has prominent Scorpio placements is a magnet for bringing forth these hidden and often hard to reach aspects of the psyche, and others just by a simple gaze or gesture. These folks know how to face the darkness with reverence and respect, and are here to teach others to not fear what is hidden or taboo. There is a grace of strength and tenacity when we can be vulnerable enough to expose what pains us. what keeps us up at night, and the traumas we have endured. This is the gift of this new moon. To face your shadow with as much respect and kindness as your light is to hold a special kind of power and presence that many won't even be able to obtain. The new moon in Scorpio will be making a 180-degree opposition to retrograde Uranus, the planet of surprises, innovation, and independence, who is currently in the sign of Taurus. The new moon in Scorpio opposing retrograde Uranus and Taurus will bring up more shocks and wake-up calls within our emotional states. Many of these secrets or just aha moments could be rather abrupt and unexpected. Since Taurus and Scorpio deal with the 2nd and 8th house themes, many folks could be rather emotional or on edge regarding their perceived values, security, and finances versus other resources, power, and agendas. I expect to see lots of new connected to such matters, and some of these headlines could be rather scandalous or just unbelievable in nature. Keeping your cool won't be easy with this aspect, but the higher vibration of these two in aspect to one another will be an awareness of honoring one's sense of freedom and respecting one another's sacred boundaries. The new moon in Scorpio is here to bring the skeletons and traumas of the past to the surface. While this is a new moon and certainly new beginnings are afoot, something must die in order for something new to be reborn. This is the sacred cycle of life. During this moon phase, someone or something will be removed from your life. Even if this something is just a mindset or perspective that has been draining your energy and keeping you stuck and complacent. The lesson and blessing of this new moon in Scorpio is to not fight or resist this death, but rather to surrender and to let go. There is so much peace and tranquility within accepting things as they are, even if that means them leaving our lives. This, of course, then leaves room for the rebirth and renewal. The new moon in Scorpio is here to have you feel all the feels and to honor this process within. It takes an enormous amount of strength to face your shadow and to still love yourself unconditionally. The new moon in Scorpio is here to have you honor the death, rebirth process, own your power like never before, and to integrate your light and dark sides with compassion, understanding, and a grateful heart. From astromama.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Leah Whitehorse. New moon in Scorpio, sun in Scorpio opposite Uranus retrograde in Taurus. There's potential for a fresh start, yet at the same time, this beginning is also the signal of an ending. For a door to open, another must close. Sudden changes around this period are like a blast of wind, stripping the leaves from the trees. We need to strip away what isn't working for us, reveal our true selves, stop hiding beneath secrets and shame. Emotions are intense, desires, wants, needs, they feel raw, visceral, real. What is required now is absolute honesty both with ourselves and with others. Don't resist the pull of the tide. Dive deep within your psyche to confront fears. Free yourself from old ghosts. Let the nightmares come and look beyond their scary masks. Awaken to the truth. Embrace your shadows. Regenerate. Consider what must die in order for new life to thrive. This is a time of profound transformation. Each ending is met with a blessed beginning. Deep within you, there is only light. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And from 13 Moon Peace Time. Today's galactic signature is Keen 65, Red Cosmic Serpent, Ashlahun Chikchan. After the crystal tone of cooperation comes the cosmic tone of presence. Red Cosmic Serpent, Ashlahun Chikchan, guides and teaches us to focus on listening to the instinctual wisdom of our body by tapping into the primal life force which energizes our senses in order to achieve and maintain the perfection of presence. To absorb and become the moment by being fully receptive to the now is the most genuine experience possible. The circulation of presence as a moving force is what unifies all players in this grand orchestration of existence. Red Cosmic Serpent, Ashlahun Chikchan, encourages us to slither into the simplicity of our sensuality through honoring the perfection of our physical temple by receiving and transmitting the instinctual energy of the Kundalini. Also, Red Cosmic Serpent, Ashlahun Chikchan, reminds us that our appointment with life is in this present moment. The cauldron of creation is summoning us to utilize our innate, inherent powers of endurance and transcendence, which is to continue to be and to rise above in excellence. The cauldron of creation is inviting us to break through past ceilings of limitation into magic flight as we spiral back to our source. Cosmic History quote for Moon 4, Day 18. The entire structure of the universe is a spiritual metaphor and the sign of our ultimate enlightenment. Keen 65 through Keen 68, Harmonic 17, Electric Store, Remember Elegance of Service. Rune 46, Dynamic Construction Becomes Creative Space. Biphasic Codon 46, Radiant Emptiness. Divinatory Affirmation, Dynamic Construction Becomes Creative Space Through Ocean of Breath. 3. Unobstructed Clarity, What Do You See? 2. Circulate the light in Mind of Time. 1. Circulate the breath in the body of light. Owl Moon 4. We are in an accelerated time in the evolution of consciousness where the underlying form of our perception is shifting. We are transitioning from a third-dimensional perspective of time-space into the fourth, fifth-dimensional perspective. As we collectively make this transition, it is not like the third dimension disappears, though it could, but according to your consciousness, you begin to see and experience reality differently. In other words, for any given time-space reality, there are many overlapping, parallel realities that exist simultaneously. You enter into these different parallel realities according to your level of consciousness, which registers as a vibrational frequency. The seeds of consciousness are present in all created forms and are constantly pressing us upward toward expansion into greater light. The law of time demonstrates how the entire universe is actually a vibrating, pulsating, resonant field with mathematical structures connecting everything with everything. We are all an integral part of one vast, interconnected, synchronic web. As we raise our vibration, we come into awareness of different beings, both physical and non-physical, as well as knowledge that we would not have previously encountered until we were at the proper vibrational level. Those on a path of conscious evolution seek to surround themselves with kin of similar vibration or higher, as we are here to evolve and expand beyond our current limitations. In the wave spell, the fourth tone and the fourth moon represents the first stage of the third-dimensional mind pulsar. Mind is understood as the medium for channeling different types of energy and consciousness. It is a link that connects our third-dimensional body with the invisible fourth, fifth-dimensional world. This moon's totem animal is owl, the wise bird of the night, symbolizing mystery and prophecy, often associated with magicians and wizards. Owl brings the power to penetrate the hidden mysteries, whispering to us the secrets to release light from matter, darkness, freeing our consciousness from the entrapment of the physical world. Form is how a self-evolving universe makes its intrinsic structures perceptible. Noah's Letter 29, 13moonpeacetime.com. Today from the Tzolk'in Times, Keen 65, Red Cosmic Serpent. Cosmic is the name for the number 13, and its keywords are transcend, endure, and presence. The 13th day wraps up the wave spell, and there's always a poetic connection between the first and the last day. We began with Red Skywalker, the adventurer. And where did this journey lead us to? Well, today we must endure to transcend, meaning we need to ponder the lessons learned so we are prepared to move onto the next obstacle course. Today is Red Serpent, and the keywords associated with it are instinct, survival, and life force. The Cosmic Serpent is probably the most interesting Serpent day because the energy is so well matched. Serpent represents transmuting poison and shedding the old. Serpent also symbolizes Kundalini energy, which is believed to reside in your base chakra. Whichever way you look at it, the serpent offers renewal and growth. First of all, you must survive your poison and transmute it, much like the number 13's endure to transcend message. This is so fitting for the completion of the Red Skywalker 13-day journey. Begin a journey of courage and adventure, getting out of your comfort zone, and the result is a powerful renewal. Don't waste this chance to shed your old skin and begin your life with a fresh start, feeling lighter because you shed your darkness, your poison. If successful, you should experience a Kundalini awakening, which is when all your chakras line up, giving you a mighty buzz. Today's guide is Red Moon, which represents going with the flow. Today you have to relinquish control. You don't always get what you want, you get what you need. You can't do anything about it, so throw your hands in the air and surrender. Let the moon guide you to some inner peace. And today from Divine Sistar of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, Red Cosmic Serpent, 13 Chikchan, Keen 65, 4th of November 2021, Cosmic Kundalini Awakening. 4/11/2021 equal 425 equal 47 equal 11 equal 2. Day codes 4 form, structure, foundation, earth. 11 portal, gate, polarity. 2 twins, partner, cooperation. Month year codes 11 portal, gate, polarity. 2 twins, partner, cooperation. 5 freedom, liberation, change, transformation. 7 spiritual, magic, mystic, initiation. Keen 65 equal 11, portal, duality, doorway, partnership. 11-11-11, triple portal energy. Cosmic equal tone 13, mystic, goddess, cosmic consciousness, 13 moons, natural time. Mystic, cosmic 13, coupled with red serpent, Kundalini rising energy makes for a very, very cosmically expansive day. Day 13 is the final day in the Red Skywalker wave spell of awakening, exploration, and expansion, and we are going out with a bang. If you have not awakened, evolved, or expanded during this wave spell, then today will be a power-packed day for you. Hang on to your hats, cause Bane is giving us a great blast-off, handing the baton to his best buddy, Kimi, the white world bridger, tomorrow to cross the rainbow bridge to our new, wonderful world. Alleluia. Tone of creation. Cosmic is the last and final tone of creation, the highest octave. Tone 13 in the spiritual realm. 13 is the mystical number of the cosmic order, the goddess and synchronic natural time. We have arrived. Add some. I am here. This is the stage of having transcended the physical, emotional, and mental realms and arriving at cosmic consciousness. Cosmic action transcends, power endures, essence presence. Today we are transcending our old survival responses and raising our Kundalini to the max to experience total cosmic expansion through our pure presence, floating endlessly as cosmic consciousness throughout space-time, pure ecstatic bliss. We have expanded our awareness in our light bodies as we stretched our golden wings to explore our galactic neighborhood. Bliss is here now on Earth. Tomorrow we commence a brand new wave spell with Kimi, the white world bridger, as our learned guide and gatekeeper, leading us over the rainbow bridge to the new world. And so our journey through the dream spell continues. Divine blessings for the elevation of your pure life force and passion to fuel your divine mission. In la ketch a la Keen, Christina White Magnetic World Bridger, Keen 66. Keen 65, Red Cosmic Serpent. The mantra, the code for today is, I endure in order to survive. Transcending instinct, I seal the store of life force. With the cosmic tone of presence, I am guided by the power of universal water. And on this powerful day, as the holy water comes flowing in, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now, I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. It's because of your monthly pledges and donations we're able to continue our work. So if you'd like to support us in our mission, our work, in this channel, you can make a monthly pledge on our Patreon page at whitegoldeagle.com. I'd like to thank Divine Angel of the Light, Lucas Myhoff, for your donation today. Thank you very much. We appreciate you and your support, and we are truly grateful and appreciate all of you for your continued support. If you'd like to make a one-time donation, you can do so to our PayPal link at eaglelovecondor.com. Now I'd like to also thank everyone supporting my Sacred Condor's artwork. You can purchase her beautiful handmade goddess totems, zodiac goddesses, and angels and other works of art at lunagoddessart.com. Now we're going to complete today's transmission with powerful codes from 13 Moon, Peace Time, Galactic Archetype 5, Serpent Initiate. I am the Serpent Initiate of Wisdom, coded by the Red Serpent. 5 is my number, for the 5th force is my secret power. I am the dweller of the hidden caves and the temples of the earth. Lost worlds and past root races are subsumed in my being. My body is the hermitage that holds knowledge of the hidden side of things. I am the serpent of the astral light, the life force of Kundalini, the source of light and vibration itself, generator of the red electrical circuit. The mystery of electricity is coiled in my being. On my brow I wear the sign of the serpent who creates the cycles of universal life. The tree of time that whirls both ways is the sign of my wisdom. To know me, you must cease to be who you think you are. Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. 555 flowing in, 555 portal, 5th dimensional energy. Have a most beautiful and blessed super new moon in Scorpio and most sacred festival of the lights, Diwali, where we overcome the false, nefarious, the darkness, victory to the light. Keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, and shine brightly into the night. 5115, 66 portal, 6th dimensional energy coming in. Be sure to make today the best day ever. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.